na put in me.
Or they ready?
Ultima by year ago, the mutilation can be legendary. I will go me and I'll go more than I need. Sineka, go monka.
What God cannot do does not exist. My name is Dilin Yelumo Kashimiri and this is my mom. Her name is Dilin Yelumo Angelina Ndokaku. We're from Anambra State. It all started for like about 7-8 years ago. I was still in the university when my mom started complaining of her ears. At that point, we used to tell her that it's because of too much load that she used to carry on her head because she's a farmer. She has been a farmer, and that is the only way she trains us. That is the way she generates money and the rest. So we encourage and advise her to reduce the load she carry on her head. But she was against it, that it's not load, and we kept managing it for years. I graduated, and then I brought her to where I base to go for medical checkup and everything. I took her to hospital and doctor checked her thoroughly and said that he couldn't find any wax in her ear. So what could be the cause of this? That is either too much drugs that she took in the past or thereabout. I was like, no, it can't be drugs because has she been sick? She hasn't been down for long though. So it can't possibly be drugs, effect of drugs and the rest. But the doctor said there is nothing in her ear, that he couldn't find anything in the ear. So I knew that it was not ordinary. And I told her, let's take it to the altar of fire, let's be serious with it. So for a month and now, going to 2 months, I developed habit of pouring communion wine inside her ear. Yes, every morning after communion, I will remain wine, then I will ask her to bend over. I will pour it inside that particular ear. Because this ear was very bad that if we are talking close to her right hand side, she won't hear you. She will have to turn to the left for her to hear you and understand. I can't be walking on the road and be discussing with my mom because she will never hear anything at all. It was that bad. And she couldn't answer call on that right ear. She can only talk or answer call on her left ear. So I started pouring communion wine inside the ear every morning. Initially she was afraid. She was like, say I know that this is blood of Jesus. Let's keep on pouring it. Since medical doctor said they couldn't find anything inside your ear, so let's try this and see what God will do for us. So I started pouring it. Then on the 11th of July, the day of Goliath has fallen. That Goliath troubled the Israelites. Papa said Goliath troubled the Israelites 40 days and then asked them to bring a man to compete with him. That 40 days was so significant in our lives. That 40 days that Papa talked about was so significant in our lives. As usual, after communion, I poured communion wine inside her ears and she bent over to rest for a while before she would get up. My mom said immediately she bent over, she started hearing bell, gam, gam, gam inside her ear, and she was counting it. Funny enough, my mom don't understand English, so she doesn't even know that Papa talked about Goliath and Israelites for 40 days. She said she started counting that sound and she counted 40 of that sound. Immediately the 40, she counted 40. It was as if they put whistle close to her ear and they blew whistle. She heard that loud sound and that was how she noticed that that ear was completely opened. And she called me to tell me this is what is going on. I started screaming. And to confirm it, when someone called her and asked her to place her phone on that right ear. And she started answering the call and she heard everything. This is what she couldn't do for the past 7-8 years. She heard everything. And since then, I can discuss, I can gist, I can whisper to my mom and she will answer and she will react to it. Unlike before that I will have to shout. I can't whisper to her. I'll have to shout. Someone in the next room or someone outside will have to hear my voice before my mom will understand what I'm telling her. But it's no more the same. My mom's ear is open. What God cannot do does not exist. What our God cannot do does not exist.
Hey!